What's up, guys? I'm coming to you from Dubai, another midnight session here because I'm just so pumped and I want to fill you guys in on everything that's been happening. I'm here at a show called AIBC and Sigma. I had a booth here. I co-branded with one of the meme coins of the year, which I'm about to tell you about in this episode. And I gave a keynote speech on the fact that this is the year of RWA and AI, and I'm going to let you guys in on all of that now, all my top coins. But first off, we are celebrating because Bitcoin smashed through the $57,000 mark. Imagine thinking that Bitcoin was already going to be at 57,000 even just a few months ago when I started these almost daily videos to the Bitcoin halving countdown. The Bitcoin halving is right around the corner, coming up here now in April, and we are knocking on the bull market doors. And I know in the last episode I said if we break 53,000, we hold above it, it might just very well be an unsustainable bull run and not last as long as many people think. So we're still monitoring that situation, and we'll see how that pans out and how long Bitcoin does stay at these levels. But for now, we are celebrating because this is a massive win in this space. I mean, we have been blessed by the authority. We've gotten the Bitcoin ETF. BlackRock is out there saying that all assets must be tokenized and securities are going to be tokenized in the future. And this is real and this is huge. And in fact, Bitcoin ETF inflows today surpassed $3 billion in volume in trading. I mean, it's monumental. It is incredible to see. And just to give you an update on where we're at as far as Bitcoin and what we could be doing in the next few weeks to month, we hit the resistance level at the 786 fib around that $57,500 mark. And from here, one of a couple scenarios could happen. We could either retrace to the 618, which is right around 48,000, which would be good because you know what? We've been, I don't know how many months now straight up without any kind of sustainable or deeper correction. Or we could trade sideways, or we could just continue to smash through these levels all the way up to 60,000 and then see what happens. I mean, could this be the first year that Bitcoin breaks its all-time high? Time will tell. It's never done it before, but here we are. And so since we get in these scenarios and they become very unpredictable and the charts and all the indicators can stay overheated for a long time, there's no telling what Bitcoin can do next. All I can say is don't chase those green candles if you're on the sideline. What I am doing is I'm continuing to buy altcoins and get positioned at these levels because altcoins are still highly undervalued. So in my opinion, that is what I am doing. I'm taking a breather on Bitcoin. If we get a sizable correction, I have my buy orders in for that. You already know where they're at. 38,000 if we go down that far and in the mid 40s. And so that's it on that front. But Bitcoin doing phenomenal. We actually had about 184 million in shorts liquidated. And that's another thing about this market. It punishes both sides. So the max pain scenario, either to the upside or to the downside, is what Bitcoin always does. It takes people by surprise. It never does exactly what most people think. So we're sticking to our plan accordingly, and we're continuing to dollar cost average into these altcoins that are going to blow up this year. I mean, this year is going to be, it's going to take people by surprise. I mean, even Ethereum sitting around $3,000, in my opinion, is a steal. Actually, in my keynote speech today at AIBC and Sigma, I was saying, you know, the size of the RWA market, the sheer size of it, if Ethereum dominates as one of the key players in facilitating that movement, I mean, the volume that will go through there is insane. And then you take Cathie Wood's ARK Invest big ideas that they have ETH value reaching to 166,000 per coin, potentially by 2030. So I'm not saying that any of that is going to happen, but there are possibilities in those numbers that I'm going to break down for you in a video specifically on RWA. I'll let you know exactly how I see this panning out because this market is massive and people don't understand the potential there still. So today I got to talk about Propy and the Pro token as well as one of the leaders in this RWA revolution and just the power that they have to democratize home ownership and protect people from fraud, from county hacks, from corruption. By putting your deed on chain, by doing all that, they're actually rewarding users in Pro for all the addresses you buy. If the actual owner of that address is interested in buying that from you, Propy will pay you in Pro token, and if they put their deed on chain, you will get rewards in USDC. So they're rewarding the community for educating, which I absolutely love. So as we continue this episode, now I'm going to give you some of my 10 top AI coins for this year. Plus, I'm going to show you about the company that I partnered with here at AIBC. We co-branded our booth. I'm so excited, and that is POG. Now, POG is not an AI play, but it is the mother of all meme coins. And I've been posting in my private Telegram group, which is part of my private Patreon, that meme coins are about to have their run now. As you've seen, the altcoins are rotational. So AI coins have been absolutely taking off, especially on the news of NVIDIA, and all of their earnings has been super positive. And we are about to rotate into other trends for this bull run. RWA might very well be one of the next. However, meme coins are they're primed to pump, guys. And the ultimate meme coin, in my opinion, and why I partnered with them, apart from many other reasons, is that I absolutely love the utility of it, the community. So POG is what we used to play with as kids in the 90s. At least I did. I'm of that age. I'm 38 years old now, almost 38. And so we played with these things as we were growing up. I don't know if you can see this. This is a DGOD POG. They partnered with DGOD, Bored Apes, many of the top NFT collections. And I'm going to show you guys so you can try to recall or remember. If you do remember this, let me know in the comments because it was in so many countries. This is the flipper. So when you hit down on the board to play to win these POGs, and here is an example of some of these POGs. And so we got to give some of these out to some special winners at the show. Each of these packs are going for $200 online, and it's absolutely sensational. And so I got to be with the founder of the entire POG Federation from the 90s, the iconic brand from the 90s, and the CEO and co-founder of POG Digital, which is Kyler. Absolutely brilliant team. I mean, they did so many cool things. Theirs was like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari driving by. And so we got a co-branded booth. I'm going to throw it up here now so you can see the nostalgia of this brand. It just makes you feel like you're part of this all over again, but in the digital world. And so one of the coolest things about POG is they did a proof of concept, actually, and with the founder of Twitch, Justin Kahn, they did a tournament for 5 days, and actually over $1 billion worth of POGs were flipped in that tournament, which is absolutely phenomenal. And this is a sleeping giant, you guys. POG is actually already out on the market. And one of the reasons also why I got involved and why I wanted to just help promote and help get the word out there about this incredible thing that they're doing is that, A, I love the legacy IP coming into Web3. That is my whole world, right? I'm helping bridge that gap, and that's what I'm super interested in. But also they're building on the Theta chain, which is one of my top holdings since years and years ago. I love the Theta chain. I feel like it's highly undervalued, and not as many people know about it as they should. And POG is the top project building on that chain, and it's phenomenal. So, I get to work with all of my favorite parts of this world, and the reception was incredible. And so POG is trading on Theta Swap now. That's it. It's around $100 million market cap, which is it's like what I usually like to call the sweet spot, right before it's the highest potential at this point. Evidently, higher risk, but higher reward. For me, it's also seeing that they're coming with their 200 million users from the physical world into the digital world who want to collect digital POGs as well. And they're going to build a whole arcade where you can use the POG token and get these NFTs and assets through POG, and they just did a drop with Coca-Cola. It's sold out immediately, and just so many cool brands like Disney, Barbie. Guys, they've got so much stuff in the pipelines, and I'm looking at Pepe, Bonk, and all these meme coins. Like, that's cool. They have great communities, but they don't even have utility. And then you have a coin like POG coming in, doing all these phenomenal things. So I think it's primed to absolutely explode this bull run. They're going to launch their token around May. So it's already live on Theta Swap. That's one of my top picks, and I'm super excited about it. I'll share a lot more about it in my interview with Kyler from the CEO of POG Digital. If you want to get involved in a meme coin, that for me, not financial advice, but that one has very high potential, and that is why I am getting involved. And next up on the topics is AI. So I gave a whole keynote speech on AI, and I actually shared that with my private group with all of the details on what I'm expecting for RWA and AI this cycle and how high things get, how heated things get, and my top coins. So I know that's what y'all want to hear, so I'll get right down to the point. My top coins. Evidently, Theta is my number one. It has been for absolute years. People don't understand that it is actually a part of the AI play. It's infrastructure. It's picks and shovels. They just launched Theta Edge Cloud, which is the first hybrid cloud computing platform on a fully distributed edge architecture. So they're providing all of the infrastructure that is necessary to power this movement. And with big brands like Sony, Samsung, Google, and their validators to secure the chain and bringing in those big brands, guys, like Resorts World, Katy Perry has been involved. Samsung does their drops there and is communicating with their users there and their clients there. I mean, so many big things in the pipeline. They have Theta Drop, which is their own NFT marketplace. And now POG, and I see a very successful future for Theta. Actually just had a 46% run in the last 24 hours. When Theta pumps, it pumps. It's one of the laggards, just like Cardano, which is another one of my favorite coins, as you all know on this channel. And T-Fuel, which is the gas and the token that powers all of the transactions. Those two would be some of my top plays for the AI narrative. And Chainlink as one of the bigger, larger caps. I mean, you cannot ignore Chainlink. It is the oracle of oracles. There's nothing that has the power that Chainlink does, in my opinion. No competitor as robust and anywhere near to what Chainlink is doing. And it's sitting around $18. I mean, I remember I invested in Chainlink at around $3 or $4, and I still consider it to be a phenomenal buy because I'm expecting Chainlink to go to 200 to 300 this cycle, and that's just this cycle. I mean, it's one of those ones that will stand the test of time, a lot of huge partnerships. And so those are the larger caps that I'm looking at in this AI narrative, along with Singularity DAO, Singularity Net. I actually talked to the founder, one of the founding team members today at the show, and he just did some incredible things, including what I discussed is one day my actual presentations and keynote speeches around the world will be done by an avatar. And he actually went over that and did a demonstration on stage today, which was super cool. So yeah, those are all teams that are doing brilliant things. And I'm definitely willing to bet on the future of the technology that's there. And now, without further ado, let's jump right into those small cap gems, those low cap altcoin gems. So first up, humans.ai, the heart token, is a very low cap gem, and I think it's phenomenal. I talked to the founder the other day, and they're doing really cool things. They've got a big partnership with the government of India, which is very cool. As you know, India is a massive market, and they're actually recording the votes and the input of citizens on the blockchain so that it's immutable, and those in power in the government can then receive this input. This is just one of the small things they do, and be able to understand why they didn't get elected or why people want to continue to elect them, what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and what the people want. All recorded on the blockchain. This is just one of the use cases that Heart has and Humans has. It's a whole infrastructure. They're providing infrastructure to companies there. So that one is, in my opinion, primed for a very good run this year. And one of the other larger caps that I meant to mention in the beginning is Origin Trail. So they started out as a supply chain tracker, and now they're focused on a decentralized knowledge graph for AI-ready knowledge assets. So combining all of the details on chains for you to be able to verify things about physical goods, about medications, about anything you want to know about. It's very, very cool. And the last three coins on my list, with lots of news stacked for these upcoming quarters, which I won't get into in this video, I'm just jumping on here to give you a quick update, are Render, Layer AI, LAI, the ticker symbol, as well as Unmarshal, Marsh. Those are my top coins coming into this bull run. They already had some phenomenal runs, but they are just getting started, in my opinion. So it's time to prep, guys. It's time to plan, time to prepare. If we do get that sizable correction, will you be ready to get in? Do you have your strategy mapped out? And what coins will you be buying? Let me know if I missed something in the details, but I can't wait to actually upload my full presentation and go over my RWA and AI narrative thoughts for this year and why I believe it's so big and how big it could actually get, as well as some really cool things from the show. We just had a phenomenal time there with POG and all of our other partners. So it was absolutely wonderful. And we are celebrating here in Dubai. I cannot wait. Our next stop will be in New York, but we will be in Dubai for the next week or so. So stay tuned for more details. I'm so glad I got to connect with you guys. Let me know if you've been to Dubai, if you like it, where you're at in the world. And that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.